All right, so today I'm going to break down how to build a home gym for general fitness and specifically for the ACFT. So from the beginner level up to the more or less intermediate level for building a home gym. First thing every home gym should have is some sort of suspension trainer. So a common suspension trainer a lot of people see are the TRX trainers, and that's a great system. The only reason I'm recommending this is it's about half the price. Generally comes with another attachment that you can go upside down and work on spinal traction. That's a whole other story. With the different handles at different heights, makes it really easy for changing variation, especially based on skill levels. The big thing here is you can work on posterior chain pulls, and you can also work on some stabilization with some push-ups and all sorts of different techniques. Suspension trainer, highly recommend. Look them up on Amazon, aerial yoga platforms. Next thing I want to talk about is to have some sort of a weight. So my go-to weight is a 35-pound kettlebell. I bought this used off a friend who was moving years ago. You can see I've gotten my use out of it over the years. Having more or less a lighter weight is going to give you more options on what you can do for different strength and power and speed work. So again, have something a little bit lighter, whether a dumbbell or kettlebell. Have a weighted system around in your home gym. Next thing I'll talk about is kind of that next level of weight. As you can see here, this is my sandbag. This is a Rogue bag, which is one of your nicer brands you can buy, but even looks like the military bags you buy or you get issued. Fill this thing with pea gravel, but I highly recommend putting it in a contractor bag first. That contractor bag you can find at your Home Depot, Lowe's, anything like that. That'll help keep your bag protected and from making a big giant mess when you drop it. So deadlifts, cleans, carries, great tool for all that. Look up how to make a sandbag at home. You can do them from anywhere from $30 to $50. So, next thing every home gym should have is a pull-up bar. So this concoction of a pull-up bar is my well-decorated one. It's a door frame pull-up bar, but you can see I accessorized it with anywhere from wall protection, just using old socks so I don't scuff up the white walls. I also, grip strength is one of my weaknesses, so I like to change up the grips on here. So I have a fat grip here, it makes it a 2-inch grip instead of your standard 1.25-inch grip on a pull-up bar. You can do wide grip, and I also threw on these nunchucks for also additional grip strength. Again, a lot of variation based off of just one pull-up bar. You can do the whole kit, all of this. The pull-up bar is around $50. Grips are anywhere from $10 to $20 depending on what you get. So you get a lot of work out of that for not a lot of money. Next thing I want to talk about, I leave it here, hanging here, booty bands. If you look them up, you can get them for really cheap on Amazon, less than 10 bucks. All sorts of different resistance you can get out of it. You can put them around your wrists, your knees, your ankles. You can look up all sorts of variations you can do work with one of these. If you use them, you know that these can get you working. So next thing every home gym should have is another band. A lot of them are referenced as monster bands. This is a cheaper one than a monster band, but again, you can find them on Amazon for $10 to $20, depending on the resistance. A lot of mobility work, a lot of warm-up work you can do with this, as well as if you struggle with your pull-ups, pull-ups or leg tucks, this is one of your best friends. So that kind of covers the beginner level equipment that I like to see in a home gym. Next, we'll go ahead and talk about some of the intermediate level home gym equipment. So as you can see here, I have gymnastics rings. So I like the good classic wooden gymnastics rings. You can do a lot of variations similar to the suspension trainer, but I can actually put a little more weight on this, get up here and actually do dips, muscle ups, more advanced level exercises. But again, a great tool to have is some hanging rings in your home gym. Next thing we'll talk about is just having some more weight variation. So I have my heavier dumbbell again, so similar to the work I do with a kettlebell, the lighter one, just a heavier option, even to a more advanced, getting into carries and snatches, all sorts of work with just one heavier, more medium dumbbell for me, and then something heavy for me. I have a 62-pound kettlebell. I'd like to get a 70 someday or even heavier. Again, just working on that next level of strength. A lot of applicability to a heavier kettlebell. Your dumbbell and kettlebell, each of those. For a dumbbell, you probably want a rubber one so you can drop it a little bit. Kettlebell doesn't necessarily matter as much, but each of those are going to brand new almost $100 you're probably looking at. Next thing talk about is a weight vest. So a lot of you guys will have this issue to you, right? So it's another great variation to work on body weight exercises, your squats, your push-ups, your pull-ups, your Murph. So this is the one you want. You can get different styles of plates, different weight you can put in here. I bought this just because I don't have my issue one with me. So this is another great variation you can add to that intermediate level home gym. Next thing, everyone should have some sort of a foam roller to, again, to work on your recovery, your mobility, flexibility. This is a rumble roller, so it can get a little deeper into your tissue. I highly recommend one of these. A standard foam roller works great as well, but this is kind of that next level foam roller you can get. The final piece, a lot of these are referenced as dyno discs. You can get these for $10 to $20 as well. So stability and coordination ultimately translates into power. So a lot of balance work you can do these, a lot of standing balance work. You can do balance work on your hands, all sorts of stuff. This is extremely dynamic, low cost, great tool to have. So take these tips for what they're worth and go ahead, build your own gym, home gym. This way you can work out anytime at your place, your convenience, at a relatively affordable cost. So good luck and keep training.